I salute Charvaka Ramakrishna Garu for his wonderful service in spreading the atheism all over Telugu Desam. Dear comrades, rationalist friends, ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam. Vanakkam and good morning. I welcome everyone gathered here at the 33rd National Nastika Mela program. I, on behalf of the Rationalist Forum, Nasir Dr. K. Veeramani, extend my warmest congratulations to the organizers and the participants of this historical event. Today, I stand before you to share the timeless vision of Tandai Periyar, a man who redefined human thought, questioned age-old dogmas, and dreamed of a rational and progressive society. My speech, Futuristic Periyar, seeks to explore how his ideas, rooted in rationalism and social justice, continue to shape the future of humanity. The vision of Periyar. Periyar E.V. Ramasamy was not merely a thinker. He was a revolutionary. His mission was to free society from the shackles of caste, superstition, and regressive traditions. His relentless advocacy for self-respect, gender equality, and scientific temper still resonates with us today. The reflections on the world's nature, past, present, and the future raise profound questions about how we understand reality. Rationalists like Periyar emphasized empirical reasoning over blind faith. They believed that knowledge should evolve with the time, adapting to new discoveries and scientific advancements. This forward-thinking approach encourages critical examination, an essential trait for progressive society. On the other hand, religious pundits often cling to ancient texts and doctrines without question. This rigidly hinders intellectual growth and discourages an open dialogue with the contemporary understandings of the world. The contrast between rationalists and traditionalists reflects a broader struggle between progress and stagnation. As society evolves, it becomes imperative to strike a balance between honoring past wisdom and embracing new knowledge. Periyar's futuristic vision was not limited to challenging religious orthodoxy. It extended to technology, governance, and social order. He foresaw a world where rationality would triumph over superstition, where gender equality would be the norm, and where scientific advancements would revolutionize daily life. The battle between rationalism and traditionalism. The dichotomy between rationalists and traditionalists is not now. Periyar, though his writings and speeches constantly remind a society of the dangers of blind faith and the need for a scientific temper, he criticized those who remained trapped in ancient beliefs, warning that such stagnation could hinder societal progress. The metaphor of being drowned in mosh and sunk in the stink of Puranas vividly expresses Periyar's disdain for uncritical acceptance of outdated ideologies. Such beliefs like deadly snakes, poison minds, and prevent enlightenment. He often questioned, why do people continue to suffer under oppressive traditions when rationality offers a path of liberation? The critique of religious leaders, particularly within the context of Hinduism, highlights a crucial concern. While traditionalists advocate for return to ancient customs, Periyar feared that such regression would undermine progress and rational thought. He argued that the leaders who merely work for vote bank in their desire to maintain power manipulated religious sentiments, thereby suppressing the free thought and scientific reasoning. Periyar's words underline a vital truth. Societies that embrace change and challenge the status quo drive significant advancements. History has shown that to reform have experienced remarkable progress from the Industrial Revolution to the digital age. Meanwhile, societies clinging to outdated norms risk stagnation. His vision emphasized the importance of fostering a culture of inquiry. He believed that education should encourage questioning rather than rote memorization. He wanted a society where individuals would critically evaluate old beliefs while welcoming new ideas. Only through such a mindset can we ensure continuous improvement and societal evolution. The role of atheism and rational thought. Periyar's stance on atheism was radical for his time. His family believed that religion was a man-made construct designed to control the masses. I would like to mention a personal experience of mine here that would gain clear relevance to the matter of interest. A good Christian friend of mine argued with me, saying, "You are so narrow-minded. You don't believe in God. And how can you not believe in God?" I replied simply, "Which one?" He answered, "His religion, Jesus." "Why not Jesus?" So I follow up, "So you don't believe in Ganesh or Allah?" He responded, "They are not the real ones." I then said, "Well, you know how you don't believe in all those other gods I mentioned. That's how I don't believe in one more God than yours." This logical approach to atheism, which I am inspired by the Periyar's wisdom and mentorship of Asiriyar Dr. K. Veeramani, forces individuals to confront their own biases. If one can dismiss the gods of other faiths as myths, why should their own deity be any different? Such arguments are not merely about disbelief, they are about fostering a mindset that values reason over blind acceptance. Periyar questioned why, despite the supposed existence of an almighty deity, society continued to suffer from inequality, poverty, and injustice. If God were omnipotent, why had he not resolved these issues? Periyar challenged people to take responsibility for their own progress rather than relying on divine intervention. In the West, rational thinking led to groundbreaking inventions and social reforms. Societies that embraced reason over superstition experienced scientific and technological revolutions. Periyar foresaw a similar future for India, one where spirituality, self-deception, and superstition would be replaced by knowledge, innovation, and equality. The Periyar perspective about science, society, and governance. Periyar's futuristic vision extended beyond religion. He predicted a world where money, governance, and social hierarchy would be redefined. Why should anyone struggle for food when the world is rich in resources? He asked. He foresaw a time when automation and technological advancements would minimize human labor, allowing people to work only for a fraction of the year while enjoying a better quality of life. He envisioned a cashless society long before digital wallets became a reality. Today, many of us prefer digital transactions over handling coins, proving that his foresight was indeed remarkable. He also predicted that governance would evolve. There would be no centralized power structure, no oppressive rulers, and no slavery. Instead, society would function in principles of equality and cooperation. Periyar strongly advocated for women's rights. He believed that in an ideal society, women would not require protection or safeguards, for they would be equal to men in all respects. Today, Tamil Nadu ranks first in women's safety, a testament to the progressive ideals he championed. With rapid technological advancements, he envisioned machines taking over menial labor, eliminating the need for physical toil. AI and automation are already making this a reality. Periyar believed that as a society advanced, human dignity and self-respect would take precedence over archaic hierarchies. Periyar, the visionary of future discoveries. Periyar's views on technology were astonishingly futuristic. He predicted a world where communication devices would be small enough to fit in a pocket and almost exact exact description of today's smartphones. In 1942, he mentioned, he foresaw a real-time video communication, something we now experience through platforms like Skype and Zoom. His ability to anticipate technological advancements was not mere speculation. It was rooted in his profound understanding of scientific progress and human ingenuity. He envisioned transport evolving into high-speed air travel, making the world more connected than ever before. In many ways, modern aviation has turned this vision into reality, enabling people to travel continents in a matter of hours. But Periyar's anticipation did not stop there. He also speculated about nutrition being simplified into compact food capsules, an idea that aligns with the modern advancements in space food and meal replacement solutions. While some of these ideas remain aspirational, many have already materialized, proving that his insights were far ahead of this time. However, Periyar's futuristic vision extended beyond just technological advancement. He was deeply concerned with how society would evolve alongside these innovations. He believed that technology should serve as a tool for social equality rather than being monopolized by a privileged few. His dream was of a future where scientific progress was accessible to all, ensuring that no community was left behind in the march towards modernity. In the future, he imagined there would be no meaningless social constructs like caste. He saw caste as a regressive barrier that prevented true progress. In Periyar's ideal world, individuals would not be judged by their birth, but by their abilities and contributions to society. No one would be forced into subjugation due to outdated traditions. Work would be a matter of passion rather than compulsion, and individuals would have the freedom to choose their paths based on their interests and talents rather than being confined by societal expectations. Education played a central role in Periyar's vision of the future. He firmly believed that universal access to education was the key to an enlightened society. In a world where knowledge was freely available, people would no longer be manipulated by blind faith or oppressive systems. He dreamed of a time when every individual, regardless of a gender or a social background, would have the opportunity to learn and grow intellectually. The youth, inspired by their elders, would strive to contribute meaningfully to society, working towards a future driven by knowledge and rationality. Periyar believed that in a truly rational society, people would not need religious texts to guide their moral compass. Instead, humanism and logic would serve as their ethical foundation. He challenged the idea that morality should be dictated by dogma, arguing instead that ethical values should be based on reason, empathy, and the collective good. His philosophy aligned with the ideals of many modern humanists who advocate for a secular ethics and society built on scientific reasoning. His futuristic vision is not just a dream, it's a roadmap to an equitable, progressive, and rational world. Even today, his ideas inspire movements that seek to eliminate discrimination and promote scientific temper. The rise of artificial intelligence, automation, and digital connectivity presents an opportunity to bring his vision to life. If used wisely, these tools can help bridge societal gaps, democratize education, and empower marginalized communities. Periyar to today's world. Comrades, as we stand on the threshold of an AI-driven, knowledge-based society, let us remember Periyar's words. Let us strive to build a world that aligns with his vision, one that values reason over superstition, progress over stagnation, and humanity over division. The future is ours to shape. Let us make it rational and just one. We must ask ourselves, are we doing enough to ensure that technology serves humanity rather than deepening inequalities? Are we using scientific advancements to to foster unity rather than perpetuate divisions. Periyar's dream was not simply about material progress, but about social justice. As we integrate cutting-edge innovations into our daily lives, we must remain mindful of their impact on society. One of the most significant aspects of Periyar's vision was his belief in gender equality. He argued that a truly advanced civilization must recognize and uphold the rights of women. Today, as we make strides in gender representation across various fields, from science to politics, we must ensure that these efforts are sustained. True progress cannot be achieved if half of humanity is denied equal opportunities. Technology and education should be leveraged to break down gender barriers, just as Periyar envisioned. Furthermore, economic structures should be designed to empower all individuals rather than concentrating wealth and power in the hands of a few. Automation and artificial intelligence, if managed properly, can reduce labor-intensive burdens and provide people with more freedom to pursue intellectual and creative endeavors. However, if left unchecked, these advancements could exacerbate economic disparities. It is our responsibility to ensure that Periyar's vision of an egalitarian society is not lost in the pursuit of technological progress. Another crucial aspect of Periyar's foresight was his advocacy for environmental consciousness. Although he lived in an era when industrialization was still taking shape in India, he was actually aware of the dangers of exploitation without accountability. In today's context, this translates into the urgent need for sustainable development. Scientific advancement should not come at the cost of environmental degradation. Instead, they should be directed towards creating a greener, cleaner world, one that future generations can inherit without fear. As we move forward, we must take inspiration from Periyar's vision and actively work towards a world that upholds his principles. We must encourage scientific temper in education, ensuring that young minds are trained to think critically rather than accept information blindly. We must create policies that promote technological accessibility for all, rather than restricting innovation to be a privileged few. We must work towards dismantling social hierarchies that hinder progress, fostering an inclusive society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Periyar's futuristic insights were not about technology, they were about humanity. He saw science and rationality as tools to build a fairer world, that not just as instruments for material comfort. His legacy challenges us to think beyond the present and imagine a future where justice, equality, and reason guide every aspect of life. Conclusion. The responsibility now lies with us. Do we embrace his vision and work towards a rational, progressive world, or do we allow ignorance and inequality to persist? The answer should be clear. As we harness the power of modern technology and scientific discovery, let us ensure that these advancements serve the greater good, just as Periyar had envisioned. The future is not predetermined. It is shaped by our choices and actions. Let us be guided by reason, by justice, and by the unwavering belief that a better world is possible. If we cannot commit ourselves to these ideals, we can truly honor Periyar's vision and create a society that values knowledge over ignorance, equality over oppressions, and progress over stagnation. The time for action is now. Let us work together to build the rational and just world that Periyar foresaw. Thank you, one and all. Thank you for wonderful opportunity given me this. I congratulate the organizers and other comrades for this wonderful occasion to memorize the Periyar's world. Thank you. Thank you so much.
ఇప్పుడు విజయ్ కుమార్ గారు ఈ తెలుగు అనువాదాన్ని మీకు చెబుతారు.
தமிழ் செல்வம் அவர்களுக்கு வணக்கம். நீங்கள் எல்லாரும் கூடி உங்களுக்கு நன்றி சொல்கிறோம். మిత్రులు గౌరవనీయులు తమిళ సెల్వం గారు పెరియార్ ఆలోచన విధానం గురించి, ఆయన జీవిత చరిత్ర గురించి, ఆయన కలలు కన్న సమాజం గురించి క్లుప్తంగా చాలా బాగా వివరించారు. ఈ సమాజం గతము, ప్రస్తుతము, భవిష్యత్తును గురించి సాంప్రదాయవాదులతో ఆయన జీవితకాలంలో చాలా తీవ్రమైనటువంటి ఘర్షణ పడ్డారని, ఆ ఘర్షణలోంచి సాంప్రదాయవాదులతో, ముఖ్యంగా హిందూ మతవాదులతో ఆ జరిగిన ఘర్షణలోంచి ఆయన ఆలోచనలు రూపొందుతూ అనేక విషయాల మీద ఆయన మాట్లాడి ఉన్నారని చెప్పారు. సాంప్రదాయవాదానికి, హేతువాదానికి మధ్య జరిగిన ఘర్షణలో ఆయన బ్రాహ్మణ వ్యతిరేక ఉద్యమాలను కూడా చాలా ముఖ్యంగా నడిపి ఉన్నారని, ఈ హిందూ మతంలోని దురాచారాలకు వ్యతిరేకంగా, మూఢనమ్మకాలకు వ్యతిరేకంగా తీవ్రమైన పోరాటం ఆయన చేసి ఉన్నారని సెల్వం గారు చెప్పారు. ఈ సమాజాన్ని ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్ళడం కోసం సాంప్రదాయవాదులు గతంలోకి తీసుకెళ్లాలని చేసే ప్రయత్నానికి, శాస్త్రవేత్తలు సమాజాన్ని భవిష్యత్తులోకి తీసుకెళ్లాలని చేసే ప్రయత్నానికి మధ్య జరిగిన సంఘర్షణలో పెరియార్ గారు శాస్త్రవేత్తల వైపు, భవిష్యత్తు వైపు నిలబడ్డారని చెప్పుకున్నారు. ఒక సందర్భంలో ఆయన ఒక ఆస్తికుడితో జరిగిన చర్చలో ఆ ఆస్తికుడు ఆయనని, మీరు దేవుణ్ణి ఎందుకని నమ్మరు అని అడిగితే, మీరు ఏ దేవుణ్ణి నమ్ముతున్నారు, ఏ దేవుణ్ణి నమ్మమంటారు అని అడిగి, ఆయన జీసస్ అంటే మరి గణేష్ని ఎందుకని నమ్మొద్దు, మరి ఖురాన్ ఎందుకని నమ్మొద్దు అని ప్రశ్నిస్తే అవతల ఆయన సమాధానం చెప్పలేకపోయాడు. అప్పుడు మేము ఒక దేవుణ్ణి నమ్ముతాం, ఆ దేవుడే మానవుడు అని చెప్పి ఆయన సమాధానం చెప్పుకున్నాడు. కనుక పెరియార్ గారి ఆలోచన విధానంలో మానవత్వానికి చాలా ముఖ్యమైన కేంద్ర స్థానం ఉన్నదని చెప్పి సెల్వం గారు వివరించారు. సైన్స్ను గురించి, సమాజాన్ని గురించి, పరిపాలనా విధానాన్ని గురించి కూడా పెరియార్ గారు అనేక విషయాలను మాట్లాడి ఉన్నారని చెప్పారు. సమాజంలో ఉన్న అనేక అసమానతలకి కారణమైనటువంటి తప్పుడు భావజాలానికి వ్యతిరేకంగా ఆయన జీవితాంతం పోరాడి సమాజంలో అన్ని రంగాల్లోనూ కూడా సమానత్వం రావాలని చెప్పి కోరుకున్నాడని, సామాజిక సమానత్వం, కులాలకు వ్యతిరేకంగా, కులపరమైనటువంటి అసమానత్వానికి వ్యతిరేకంగా, అంతకు మించి లింగపరమైనటువంటి అసమానత్వానికి వ్యతిరేకంగా స్త్రీ పురుషుల సమానత్వం కోసం ఆయన జీవితాంతం కృషి చేశారని చెప్పుకున్నారు. భవిష్యత్తు పరిపాలనా విధానం ఎట్లా ఉండాలనే దాని మీద కూడా పెరియార్ గారు చాలా మాట్లాడారని సెల్వం గారు చెప్పారు. అందులో ముఖ్యంగా ఒక ప్రజాస్వామికీకరణమైనటువంటి పరిపాలనా విధానం రూపొందాలని, అటువంటి పరిపాలనా విధానాన్ని రూపొందించినప్పుడే నిజానికి ఈ నాస్తికత్వం, హేతువాదం, దీని ఫలితాలను ప్రజలు అనుభవించగలుగుతారని, అట్లా కాకపోతే దాన్ని అనుభవించలేరని చెప్పున్నారని. అట్లాగే పెరియార్ చెప్పిన అనేక విషయాలు, కలలుగన్న అనేక విషయాలు ఇప్పటికే అమల్లోకి వచ్చినాయని, సైన్స్ టెక్నాలజీల్లో వచ్చిన విపరీతమైన అభివృద్ధి, మరీ ముఖ్యంగా ఈ మధ్యకాలంలో ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ పేరుతో వస్తున్నటువంటి అభివృద్ధి, ఇదంతా కూడా పెరియార్ ఆలోచనలో ఉన్న గొప్పతనాన్ని చెప్తూ ఉన్నదని చెప్పారు. అయితే ముగింపుగా దీనంతటి సారాంశం ఏమిటంటే, పెరియార్ గారు చెప్పినటువంటి, చేసినటువంటి అనేక విషయాలు చాలా శాస్త్రీయమైనవి, పురోగామికారకమైనవి, మానవతావాదంతో కూడుకున్నవని చెప్తూనే అందులో ఇంకా అనేక భాగాలు మనం సాధించవలసే ఉందని, ఆ కర్తవ్యం మన మీద వదిలిపెట్టి వెళ్ళారని, కనుక ఆయన కలలుగన్నదంతా పూర్తి కాలేదు కనుక ఆయన కలలుగన్న దాంట్లో మిగిలి ఉన్న భాగాలన్నింటినీ పూర్తి చేయడం కోసం మనవంతు కృషి మనమందరం చేయాలని, ఆ విధంగా డీకే తరపున ఆయన ఈ సందేశాన్ని ఇక్కడ ప్రజలకు ఇవ్వడం కోసం ఇంత దూరం వచ్చారు. అది ఆయన చెప్పింది అయినటువంటి సారాంశం. ఆయనకు నేను కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేస్తా ఉన్నాను.